Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about scary stories to tell in the dark. And this movie sucks. I don't really like it. It was boring, and that's the review. No, I'm just kidding. um, so, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is based off of a book that, yeah, I'm just readjusting the camera for a second. Here we go. This movie, it's based off of a book that's of the same name, and after I saw the movie, I just realized that I own it. I don't have it with me like right here and right now, and but I'm not gonna get it because I don't really feel like doing that right now. But it is based off a book, and I never read it. I'm not really someone who's like really into reading. I need someone to either read it to me or for me to actually see what's happening, because the reason I review movies instead of books is because I'm kind of a visual person. So, there's that. Anyways, enough about that. On to the movie and why it sucks. Well, for the most part. Guess I'll go through some good things first. The creatures in this movie look great. There are some performances that I liked. The main girl, I can't remember her name. Dean Norris is in this movie. He doesn't have anything to do really, but when he's on screen, he's good. And that one, I think the kid from Stranger Things is in this movie. I'm not sure if it's the same kid from It, but um, there's that. There's good performances. There's good creature designs. There's uh, I don't know, some other stuff that I thought was neat. But really, I found this movie incredibly boring because aside any character who you feel is going to die in this movie, they're horribly unlikable, except for one who's like in danger. It's like there's this scene where a girl has like a little pimple on her cheek. Like that scene kind of got to me a little bit. It was well done, and I think that's like the only scary moment that affected me a little bit. Aside from that, this movie was really boring. Anyone who's going to die, the actor, I guess, is fine. The actors are fine, but the characters are so unlikable. So unlikable that you're just waiting for them to die. So, really unlikable characters, and the story is what you'd expect. I was kind of always one step ahead of everything, and there's really not much to talk about this movie. And when I heard that Guillermo del Toro was producing it and not directing or writing this movie, that was kind of a red flag for me because whenever it's like when a very famous filmmaker is just producing and not directing or writing, then the movie itself usually comes out like crap from my experiences. The only one that came out well, the first one that comes to mind is 10 Cloverfield Lane with J.J. Abrams producing that movie instead of like directing it. Because that movie came out right after Star Wars The Force Awakens. And I liked Force Awakens. I think that movie was good. 10 Cloverfield Lane was good. And I enjoy it more and more the more I watch it. 10 Cloverfield Lane. And from what I've heard behind the scenes, like J.J. Abrams kind of created the worst parts of the movie. And if you look up, I think if you look up behind the scenes or or if you go to like Sardonicast and watch their review for the Cloverfield Paradox, then they go into immense detail on like what there's a lot to learn and to enjoy. It was like their very first episode. I'll put the link in the description down below for that episode, because I think it's pretty entertaining. But yeah, in the long, back to scary stories to tell in the dark. There's really not much to talk about in this movie when it comes to like anything really. Everything's kind of just fine or below average, and the stuff that's below average, there's just nothing to talk about because everything's just so fine and uninteresting and kind of boring. Sorry that this review it doesn't really contain the movie Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the movie itself. But the problem is there's just nothing to talk about, and even right after I watched it, I forgot most of it when a day after I watched it. So moving on from this movie, the acting's fine overall. There's like one scene that I liked, and aside from that, there's nothing really to take away from it. And I'm gonna give this movie a D+. It's fine, whatever. Like, I don't completely hate it. I'm not angry while thinking about it. I was just so bored while watching it. And there's really not much else for me to talk about. But if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark down below. A lot of people seem to like this movie apparently, but I just couldn't get into it. Not for me. And sorry for the long pause. And my social media links, they'll be in the description down below. Follow me there, mostly on Twitter and Facebook, but you feel free to follow me everywhere else. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up. And what was it? 47 meters down uncaged. That's gonna be fun. I can't wait to talk about that movie. Until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.